Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This is Smith with a grab. And just shutting him off there. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. A huge play there right off the bat. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow. It's caught on the right side of Smith. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Burrow on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jonnu Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. 1st down and a little extra for Mostert. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. This is Mostert. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. The way in. Touchdown, New York. Raheem Mostert, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point from McManus is good. And it will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Second down and another run with Edmonds. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. Oh, Edmonds has it knocked loose, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now a play fake. Lance. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Here's Lance. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Lance. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely online. They just need a little more oomph behind it. And it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They're passing here. Joe Burrow got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot getting ready for this one. I can guarantee you there's just so much to combat. But I think
that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets on just 2 plays have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And it makes the score 14-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's Burrow. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A big play there for the Dolphins.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got Green. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The shotgun, Joe Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 3 yards remain for second down. Throwing now is Lance. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 125 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Here's Mostert. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And it moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Finding Williams once more, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Throw left side, complete. That's Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him. And
that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Juju Smith-Schuster as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Lance now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah, you want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Well, the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lance will get this into the hands of Mostert. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That'll give them 8 that time. And they're going to face a third down. To throw, it's Lance. And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Now Burrow. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Burrow looking to pass. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Burrow. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Another carry now for Edmonds. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Chase Edmonds, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Second down, here's Mostert again. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Throwing his Lance on third down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Pulled in at the 24. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Burrow. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack. Now a give to Edmonds. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They got 8 yards out of it, but they're still left with a 4th and goal from a ways out. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
fourth quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And going deep for Hill. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. On play action, Lance. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. And they'll go for it. Lance, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyreek Hill, his third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Miami set to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. First down. Here's Burrow. He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Burrow's throw taken in by Green here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow will throw. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. To just 4, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. From midfield now, Burrow. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And down inside the 15 he goes. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So the Jets now down by a field goal, and time a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They'll start on the ground with Mostert, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Once again, it's Mostert, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. McManus's point after is good. It will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So now it's the Dolphins' turn, trailing by 4. A little over a minute to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Lance a handoff here to Mostert, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's swung out to Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he'll be out of bounds. 146 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now McManus for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Miami's offense set and ready to go.
They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there for the Dolphins. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated.